What's going on, guys? My name is Erupteu and welcome back to another Anthem video. Today's video though is going to be featuring a lot of Destiny and comparison, and the main topic of today's video, as you can probably tell from the title and the red versus blue type thumbnail, it is going to be, is Anthem going to kill Destiny? Now there's a lot of things that need to be talked about first, and there's also some comparisons that need to be made before we answer that. Will it ever be answered properly though? Short answer, it can't be. So before we get into the video, I'm going to ask you guys kindly if we can reach for 50 likes by the end of the video. That'd be incredibly appreciated. It supports this channel so much, and we have done so great so far. Thank you very much for 4,000 subscribers so far, and the journey can only get better from here. Anyway, so the first thing I want to talk about, actually, when comparing these things, is we're going to have to do some past case scenarios. The first one we're going to have to look at is Titanfall versus COD. Now, Titanfall was supposedly supposed to be the COD killer. Well, Titanfall 2 really did improve Titanfall and even had a bigger potential than Titanfall 1 to ruin Call of Duty. But the problem is it didn't, and that's for the simple fact of brand recognition and community. Now, COD has been out for much longer than Titanfall even existed or came into concept, and that led a massive community to develop and to constantly stay loyal. Regardless if they hated the game, they'd probably still buy it. Titanfall did not wipe out the community in any way whatsoever. The next case is The Division versus Destiny 1. People love Destiny 1 and it had a massive community straight from the get-go, so it was very hard to compete when it had already been out for about 2 years and something before The Division even came into play. Now, The Division did create a massive community and still to this day has one of the biggest communities in gaming. However, it definitely didn't wipe Destiny out. The two communities continue to grow larger, with Destiny still having more and more concurrent players each day, even at its deadest points in its lifespan, and I'm talking like between year 2 and year 3 lifespan. That was very dry, but it definitely still held a massive community together, and Destiny was not getting taken out anywhere. So that leads us to put Anthem against Destiny and Destiny 2. But really the only comparison we can put against Destiny is against Destiny 1's vanilla and Anthem. Basically, Anthem is going to be going into its first year, and obviously it's got to compete against 3 years of Destiny 1 and the release of Destiny 2. Will it completely destroy Destiny's community? No, because a lot of the Destiny community still remain completely loyal to Destiny and don't have much of an interest in Anthem, seeing as it's a third-person shooter, but they just don't seem to want to come over as much as they would have with The Division. It doesn't seem like Anthem has budged the Destiny community as much, but it definitely has caught much of their attention. Anthem is going to create its own community, very much so, and I can guarantee it's going to be a big one with lots of cool people involved. Now, we're going to have to look at the similarities between Destiny and Anthem and why this topic even came about. So, but of course, you've got a massive, vibrant set of open worlds. We do know that Anthem's going to be taking place on multiple worlds. We have the classes, we have Javelins in Anthem, and so far we have the Ranger, and we also have the Colossus, which is a tank character, and we also have some mystical, floating, warlock type of character, so that's something to look forward to, but we don't officially know the name of that yet. And then we have cooldown abilities. You see in the Anthem gameplay trailer that they actually use 2 separate cooldown abilities. One of them is a massive lock-on turret system, which it fires loads of mini rockets and destroys multiple enemies at a time, and Colossus also uses a very similar slam to what a Striker Titan would use. So there are some massive similarities that you could say have been ripped straight out of Destiny and put straight into Anthem. So that definitely leads a lot of people to be attracted towards Anthem because of the similarities and familiarity that they will have with the game. Now, do we know that if there's going to be a PvP with Anthem so far? We don't know. All we know is that it's an open world shoot and loot sci-fi game. There is no fantasy or anything like that. It's just going to be purely based on kind of like alien sci-fi worlds, and it's just going to be open world shoot and loot. That's all we know so far. We don't know how detailed the campaign's going to be, and we don't know if there's going to be PvP. The campaign, though, is going to definitely need lots of personality. The characters so far we know are the main woman who gets into the Javelin. We know there is a doctor. We know there is a guy that's looking for help, and so far we also know that there is a mechanic. And they don't have too much personality at the minute. We just know that the guy that needed help kind of looks a bit problematic and gets himself into a bit too much of a sticky situation a lot of the time. But Do I think it's going to kill Destiny? In my opinion, I don't think so. It's going to take time to grow, but it definitely is going to have a massive community. It's not going to completely wipe Destiny off the face of the earth. Destiny's got too big of a community to shake, and I definitely think that both games are going to grow equally amazing and going to continue into the future with a nice 10-year plan for both of them. It's going to be amazing to see the both games develop as far as they possibly can in each of their 10-year development plans, and I can't wait to see you guys join me on this journey. That's all for today's video though, guys. If you did enjoy today's video, then please be sure to leave it a like, comment, subscribe, share this on social media for more Destiny tips, tricks, news and updates in the community. My name's been Erupt, and have a great day.